Hi everybody, welcome to my latest video. This one is a bit sad because it's the final video my parents appear in. They've been here for a whole month doing so many things and it's been a wonderful trip, but they're back in Canada, chilling out, resting after working really hard here. As you can see behind me, the Tolly Tower is complete and that was a total team effort from mom and dad and it's wonderful. But the big question is whether the plumbing is gonna work. Will the shower be hot? Will the pump give my shower pressure? And we're gonna find out in this video, along with a whole bunch of other things as well. And even though it's sad that my parents are gone, I have a couple of new guests that arrived yesterday, and I'm gonna introduce you to them at the end of the video. So, keep watching, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you again at the end. And so up here we have plumbing chaos. This was already installed on this wall for a little while on the frame, but my dad needed to take it down to get the wall finished. So now that the wall's done, let's do the plumbing, but I've got a lot to get on with, so let's put the camera away and do it the fast way. And just like that, the plumbing is, I hope, finished. I'm gonna turn everything on and see how it goes. This doesn't go anywhere, it just goes through the box and ends, but that's gonna get connected to the pump. Then I've got that, which will be the connection to the house. And then what I wanted to do, what I always like to do, is use the same pipe in and out, and that's the reason for all these taps. So this will always be open, and it'll take water from the tank, and these will always be closed, except for when I want to fill it. And then I will just open this one, and close the other two, and then that'll send the water up into the tank, and it all happens through the one pipe. So that's how it should all work in theory, at least. When I had it hooked up before, it was all kind of crazy and not exactly how I wanted it. So this is the moment of truth, and I've got my dad standing in the house, ready to flip the switch. All right, so Dad, are you ready to turn it on? Go for it. All right, noises are happening. Water is hopefully snaking through there, through here, stopping around the corner, stopping there, traveling through here, filling up the filters. There we go. Lovely, and then eventually into the tank. That's the sound I want to hear. And my mom's been working incredibly hard down here by the pool, and it looks absolutely wonderful. Got some more stuff to do over here, chop them into small pieces and use it for mulch. These are the lemon tree prunings from above the shade cloth that I had to take down, and the fig tree branch that I had to cut off for the water tank to be able to fit. So things are coming together, and let's see what Dad's been up to. So we've got some wood filler on the table that's going to be sanded and stained. And nice work in the garden. Thank you. High five, looking lovely. That's a little break from the staining.
Yes, lots more bleeding though.
Good job, Mikey. And Dad has been hard at work doing some door stuff and electric stuff. So we have security inside and outside. The toilet box is in place, and pretty soon we'll also have a light switch and power in here for the pump. So I've got the pipe coming through. I'm gonna connect all this probably tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to test this out. Excited?
Yeah, that'll be good.
Exciting times. And then, now that I know that this all works as expected, I think tomorrow I'll also try to get rid of this guy. So, time for ice cream?
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good morning, it's beautiful out here, slightly chilly, but it's definitely gonna heat up soon. And my parents are currently at the cafe. I'm gonna go meet them for coffee. But before I go meet them, I thought I would say hello and let you know that there's only 2 more days left before my parents leave. And my dad is a man on a mission, and he's got a lot of stuff he wants to get done, including the electrics and figuring out the pump and other stuff that I forget. And because he's on a mission, that means I'm on a mission as well, and so is my mom. And my job for today is to get rid of this IBC tank and finish up the plumbing and hopefully get everything connected to the shower so we can see if that works today. My mom's been a champion, a weeder, and she's been doing some staining as well, and she's got more of that ahead of her. If she wants, she could also just chill out and relax, but that's not the kind of people my parents are, and so that means that there's very little chilling out and relaxing when they visit, and it does mean that we get lots of stuff done, and I'm incredibly grateful for the push and for all their hard work as well. So this is the state of the place right now, and I guess when we get back, my dad will be in the toilet room, and I'll be working on this, and my mom, who knows, she'll be roaming around doing something incredibly useful, no doubt. So that's the plan, and I'll check in again periodically with updates on what we're getting done.
What's the next move?
Get rid of the box.
You can probably use them somewhere else.
So somebody's feeling lazy after an evening of adventures. After taking down the old compost toilet, these guys lost their cat entrance. So they still have the door above the shower, but no way to get up to it. So I'm going to build you a little ramp. What do you think about that? Exactly. All right, enjoy your sleep.
What?
So Dad's continuing on the electrics after helping me get this thing off the blocks, and Mom has been working hard on the table. I was so distracted by the piping that I didn't film any of it, but just look at this beautiful finish on this beautiful table. It's almost too nice to be a workbench, really.
Yes, I'm thinking buffet or drinks table.
Drinks table, buffet table sounds good, but also for sewing stuff. It's very versatile.
Yeah, I would get a little tablecloth, a plastic.
Yeah, one of those workbench tablecloths.
Yeah, cool. I'd get a little tablecloth and use it when you're wanting to entertain.
Fine idea, fine idea. So yeah, we're...
Try not to get it cut up.
I think that's probably impossible.
Please don't hurt me.
So we're all powering on ahead with the work, and I guess you'll see us again when hopefully the IBC tank is out of the way and the side of the house is a bit more clean. See you
I'm going
soon.
down to weed, but I need a saw, and I need the tool of joy.
Okay,
So
I will.
cut the fig branch.
I'll get you loaded up with what you need. There you go. Happy weeding.
Off I go.
But before my mom got back into the weeding and the chopping and all of the amazing work down at the deck area, we decided to take a little wander down to Chenade's past some lovely flowers to see what she's been up to. And she has been up to a whole bunch of stuff. She's working on a bathroom shower area and building a deck for that, and that's going to be incorporated into an outdoor kitchen. And she's moving along at an amazing pace. And so every time I pop down there, I see great progress, and it's always lovely to go down, pay her a visit, say hello, and see all the amazing work that she's been doing. Would you like the strawberry, Mom? Yum yum. Yum yum yums. Strawberry?
Strawberry from Sinead's garden.
It's amazing.
And look at them all.
Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways?
Thumbs up, and it's sweet.
Yeah? Do you want a bite of this thing?
Fine, fine.
That's starting on.
You're going to enjoy the entire thing.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm not sharing.
Anyway, plenty more where that came from. The strawberry patch is doing splendidly. Yeah, I have strawberry envy.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
I think they like sun in the morning.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
Morning sun.
We all do.
And they take lots of water, strawberries, in order to make them sweet.
Yeah.
So this is Artichoke Alley. There's plans for pumpkins and all kinds of climbing things. And yeah, we're gonna let Sinead get on with the building. Farewell.
Bye-bye.
Happy building.
Later.
And I've got some blocks to move, and you're gonna crack on with some weeding. Is that the plan?
And cut that fig tree.
Chop the fig
Right.
tree branch up.
Yeah.
Oh, so lots to do. You ready for some more weeding?
Well, I'm ready for some more of this.
There you go. Here.
Yes, please.
He's coming to see you. He's coming to say hi. Oh, no, he's not.
Hello, Larry.
Are you enjoying?
Yes, I am. I just have 2 to do.
Amazing. This is going to make excellent kindling for us, which is always in short supply. And some, yeah, middle-sized wood as well. Maybe not that guy? Don't think he'll do so much to start the fire.
No. Wait a minute.
Way!
Hey!
Okay, so the space is clear. It's amazing, but the IBC tank is just over there. And that is going down to Chenade's at some point. We'll figure that out later on. And my dad's been working hard on the electrics. And what are the results? Way! So we have lights. So we have lights. We have power. We have action. Well done.
Yeah.
Amazing. Way more than a water storage area, which is what I was planning for and expecting. I have a whole new building. A person could live in there. And then over around the corner we have Sinead has been working hard on her bathroom down at her land. How's that going?
Coming along, it's coming along.
Coming along nicely.
Yeah, working on the walls after.
And my mom's been doing a whole bunch of weeding down the bottom terrace, and we'll check out what she's been up to after we eat sandwiches that are sitting next to this
I was going to ask you to put that away.
aggressive saw. So, we'll enjoy some cherries. These are local to the region. Fundao is known for its cherries. Are they delicious?
Delicious.
And nutritious. So we're going to have some lunch.
Yes.
And then get back to it after that.
Well, I might have a nap.
Okay. So we've had some lunch. My dad's finishing up the electrics. He's been feeding stuff through the conduits, and we're going to bury that underground. I've been doing a little bit of plumbing, some last minute stuff, connecting the final elbow to the hose out front. And that means that I can finally test the entire system. So it's been a lot of work to get all those replumbed and tied in together, but I think I have it all right, and I'll find out in 1 minute when we go up to turn it all on and try it out. But before I do that, I wanted to come down and say hello to Mom. Hello, Mom.
Hello.
Who's clearing off the deck area after doing loads of weeding and just making this space so much nicer, because this is where the action's going to happen in the summer. It's going to be an amazing hangout space. The pool is open, the water's in there, and yeah, everything's getting tidied and looking beautiful after a fair amount of neglect.
These need watered again. Big time.
Okay, yes, Mom. I have neglected these poor plants, but somehow they seem to have survived. And yeah, now that the weather's getting hot, I'm going to have to take better care of them. So you're going to do a little bit of sweeping and then have an afternoon nap?
Maybe.
And I'm gonna head back up top, turn some taps, cross my fingers and toes, and hope that all of this works as planned. We'll pass by my mom's little succulent garden, pass by the crazy scrap wood pile, ignore that the IBC is still up here, but enjoy this lovely new space. Check out the water tower around the corner, and it's time to turn on some taps. So let's see here. That tap is closed, so we'll open this one. We'll close this one. We'll close this one. We'll open this guy. So the water is coming around the corner. We'll open this one. That's a fine noise. Oh, that's not good. I forgot that this isn't done yet. So the water was just pouring out of here, and that was my bad because I opened the wrong tap. So this one can stay closed, and the water is actually going to be sent out this way. And so I've got this capped. I might end up putting in a little sink here at some point. We'll see. Mostly I did that because I don't have a piece of pipe long enough to actually span that distance, so I just kept that there. And all going well, when I turn this on, water should come out with a decent pressure. All right. So that's good. And then let's close it off for the moment. Oh. Okay, and then down here, I've got the hose, and I've got a tap for that too. So this should all come out with a bunch of pressure as well. More pressure than I had before because the tank is a lot higher and quite a bit bigger as well. So yeah, this is working exactly as I planned. Okay, so I've just been around checking the whole system for leaks. It's all good, and that means I can move on to the indoor plumbing now. I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm on a time crunch, so I'm gonna set everything up, and you'll see me again when I'm ready to squash everything into place with the fancy compression tool, and then test it all out, including the pump and the water heater. So it's gonna be exciting, but I have a lot to do before we get to that point, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I've dry fit everything, but it's getting late in the day, I'm getting tired, and so I'm gonna crimp everything tomorrow and see if everything works then. So the suspense is kind of killing us, but I just feel like it'd be better to do it tomorrow. But the batteries are going in the box, and everything will be ready with a little bit of work tonight on my own. And then tomorrow is our very last working day, so I suppose it's fitting that we just try everything out at the last minute and cross our fingers that everything works okay. So we're all very tired. It's been a really busy day of work, but enjoyable, and a lot of progress has been made down in the garden with my mom, staining, all kinds of stuff, electricity, we have light, we have power in this little cabin behind me. Sinead's been going for it with her project down there. We'll check in with her again tomorrow. And yeah, it's been a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow. But before we go, what was that, Dad?
Okay, barkeep. Another cold beer right out of your freezer.
At your service?
Thanks very much.
And
Cheers.
I think there's been an order for an ice cream.
Oh, very good. That's
Please
not my
deliver that
department.
to the lovely lady.
Oh, yeah, madam.
And it's been a lovely day. And now, we're gonna say bye. Bye.
Bye.
And relax for the evening.
See you.
All right, time to crimp. Larry, what do you think of the crimping machine? It's pretty cool, isn't it? I think so too. So just like that, we've got the joins squashed on. Easy peasy. Doing the ones down at the bottom there are going to be tricky because I might have to dig a hole to get the tool in. But otherwise, I'm just going to crack on. So these are the pipes that will eventually run through the wall and into the house to do the bathroom sink and the kitchen sink. And for the moment, they're extra long, so I have some room to play with, and they're capped. So I'll figure this out once I actually get through the wall, which is proving to be a little bit more difficult than I expected. Okay, cold water is done. I just need to tighten these up and she'll be ready to go. I lied to you, there's one more, and I definitely need to go back and recheck everything because there's definitely a chance that I might have missed some other ones. So this is where things are gonna get a bit tight. The hot water is gonna be pretty difficult to do, and I'll probably get to that after I pick up my parents. So, last one for cold, I think. Let's go. Oh, it's just such a satisfying noise. I'm a big fan of this tool. Yeah, and this, hopefully, works okay, but I won't know until we turn the water on. So, last day, heading to my place. How does it feel?
Good. Having our last coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're getting it done.
Is done?
On the last day.
Yeah. Let's see if this all works.
Yes, let's see.
But before that, we'll enjoy coffee at the
Pressure's
cafe.
on.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope the pressure does come on.
Yeah, exactly.
And the water.
I feel confident without feeling overconfident.
Got that before.
Good morning, Larry. Mom is already at it, giving this a second coat. And Dad, you're going to be tackling the instructions for the water heater.
Yep.
And I will be in the shower trying to attach some taps. So, let's get to work. So I had a comment from somebody living in Vermont who was inviting my parents to come and stay, help out in their place. What do you think? Vermont would be lovely.
Vermont would be lovely, but one working holiday a year, and it's yours. Thanks for the invitation, though.
So my parents definitely work really hard when they're here, and they make me work really hard too. And this is it. This is the second last day of their trip. And they're down here finishing stuff off and working hard again, even though the heat is becoming oppressive. But we've got lots of little things to finish off, and yeah, we're all keen to just tie up some loose ends and see if this water heater thing is actually going to work. And the final step is me in the shower doing the taps. So this is the tricky bit because I need to figure out what distance to bring the pipes out so that I can push everything back so that these are kind of sitting in the right spot and the pipes on the outside of the house aren't sticking out too much. I've pulled the pipes in as far as they can go, so on the outside they're right up against the wall. And I think my first step, just to visualize things better, will be to chop off these fittings. They're screwed on pretty tightly. I could use these ones, but I feel like since I'm now used to the crimper thing, and because they're obviously in the wrong spot, I'll take them off and just redo everything. I'm going to have to cut the pipes shorter still, but just getting rid of these things at the same distance is going to help me, I don't know, visualize everything. Plus, this tool is just very satisfying to use. Now I need to get this screwed onto here, and I'm going to wrap a little bit of Teflon onto this guy. My dad thinks I over Teflon. I feel like it's maybe better safe than sorry. One thing that I always screw up though is the direction of the Teflon matters. So we want to wrap it in this direction so that as you screw it on, as you screw the fitting on, it wants to pull the Teflon on more tightly rather than tearing it apart. I never know how much of the stuff to use. I'm usually quite generous with it. And with these fittings, because they need to be in a certain direction, I might end up having to take the fitting off, adding more Teflon so that it'll end up in the right orientation. It'll probably make more sense as I start to work. But this is all pretty new to me, all this indoor plumbing stuff. However, it is very rewarding when things work out. So I'll just get these on loosely for now, see what I'm dealing with. Just set that on there, and then get the actual taps out and see what my next move is after that. Okay, the second one is on gently, and I've got a whole bunch of fiddly work to do to make sure I can line up this thing with these guys and get it at the right distance. So I'm going to say farewell for a little bit and yeah, try to figure some stuff out because watching me stare at taps probably isn't massively entertaining viewing. Okay, tap's on. I'm gonna grab the level, try to level it up, and test the shower head, and then I'll be ready to pull it back out and get these guys crimped on. Okay, ridiculous shower head. Looks good. That looks pretty level. I'll level everything up when I actually do the rendering at the very end, but there's enough wiggle room to make it good. So I'm gonna take everything apart, crimp those on, and then it's time to test. Okay, the taps are on, the shower head is connected, the big shower head is also connected, and ridiculous. And I guess it's time to head out there to the hut and give this a try. Are you ready for the big moment?
Yes.
Hut's looking amazing.
When I come back next year, I'm not painting.
No painting next year?
No painting.
Not even if I reward you with a hot shower?
No.
All right, she's
I'll
going on
shower
strike.
where I live.
Okay, sounds fair, sounds fair. I've got the paint holder.
Good, no.
And some final touches. So we're not quite sure how to get the gas thing connected, so I figured I'd head down to Chenade's. I feel like she might have the same fitting. And she and my friend Silent Carrie are down there working on an exciting project, so I thought it would be fun to check in with them. And while I wander down, also point out the craziness that has happened. So with my parents here, we're kind of working on specific things, and the land has gone completely bonkers. Everything is way overgrown, and so my first task right after they go is to come down here and trim the craziness, which should be pretty enjoyable. Let's see what fitting she has on here. So it's the same one. It looks like you twist it to red to turn it on. Green is off. This is on a lot more snugly than ours, so perhaps we have to push it on a bit harder. I shall consult with Sinead, see what she says, and also check in on her amazing ductwork, which looks like it's well on its way. These are going to be the walls. It's looking pretty awesome. And now she's working on the stone building, which is going to be some line work. It should be pretty cool. So that's Sinead's future house, and this is just an adorable little outbuilding that's kind of miniature. It's miniature stones, and it's really, really lovely in here. And she's going to turn it into, I think, a storeroom for the moment, and then who knows what in the future. Hello there!
Hello.
So Sinead and Silent Carrie are working on this, rebuilding the corner. It was all crazy, and look at it now. It's pretty amazing looking. So you just had to tear it all down and build it back up, I guess, yeah?
Yeah. Just like ourselves. Just like ourselves.
Yeah? Just build it, tear it down, regrow,
Exactly.
learn. It's looking really cool, actually. So, I'm going to keep you guys updated on the progress here. It's a little different to what I'm working on. Maybe you'll be able to have a hot shower later today.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe. We're going to test it out very soon.
I mean, I feel like I'm going to need a hot shower after this strenuous work.
I'd say so. I actually came down to ask you about gas fitting, so
Yeah.
if one of you could spare a moment and come over to the yurt gas bottle, that would be great. But yeah, this is looking amazing.
You'll be coming back to help us with this rock.
And then I'll be back here to help lift
Because
this monster.
This is what we call a no-joke rock.
That is a no-joke rock.
In the business that I've been in for 3 hours.
Yeah. So this fitting is slightly different than mine up at the top. But I have the expert here to demonstrate. I'm sure there's
Let me show you.
not much to it.
Oh, what's the question?
How do you get it off? And how do you get it on?
Very easy.
Okay. Oh, you push it in.
You push it in.
Ah.
Et voila.
Okay, cool. And then you push it in to put it on. It pops out. And then you turn it to... Okay, the gas should be on. And the next step, according to the instructions, is turn on
Cold water.
the water going in. So that's around here. And let's see what happens when I turn this tap on. Hopefully good things. And maybe I need another tap over here. Nope, that one's on. So the water should now be finding its way into all these white PEX pipes. Or maybe not, maybe it stops at the boiler. I really have no idea how this works. Okay, water is on.
Turn the knobs between the positions of minimum and maximum.
Both knobs. Okay. Okay.
The device is ready to operate. By opening a tap, the device automatically starts operating.
Is everybody coming into the shower to witness?
Well,
So in theory, when I open this tap, it should fire the pump, send it through the box, heat the water. Oh, something's happening. Don't know if that's supposed to make noise. Let's see. This could be positive. Okay. Noises are happening. Water noises are happening. Something's happening. Something's happening.
hey,
Wow. All right. So, and I have hot water.
see?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's working. Woo! And then
you regulate it and it's on.
it's got hot, and I think if I do that, it goes hotter, maybe colder. That's a cold shower, maybe. And then if I turn this guy, it should come out of that guy. Woo! And the pressure is amazing. So, high five. Well done. Amazing. I am incredibly, incredibly happy and yeah, impressed that this works. And the pressure is fabulous. Okay, everyone's been working hard. We've had some successes. We have a big stone to move after lunch, and so we're fueling up. We got some exciting things, including my mom's beets that we picked from Chenade's winter garden. Very successful winter garden.
It was. I put my heart and soul into that garden.
All right, are we gonna have a taste test?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. I mean, I hope they're not gross. Tasty?
Tastes like beetroot.
Yeah,
Good.
good.
I like them.
I like the taste.
Right.
Excellent. Almost very much like mine.
No.
Because they use different vinegars here.
Seems a wee bit harder.
It's because of
I think what you're saying, about the stringiness.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the beetroots themselves could have been a little bit overgrown.
Yes.
No,
So,
pretty good.
okay.
They are good.
I'll try one in a
But
minute,
they're
but
more fibrous.
Yeah.
you know I love a cheers, guys. So let's cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for an amazing trip. Good luck to you guys on rebuilding a wall. And yeah, let's enjoy
What are
some
you building a wall?
lunch. Okay, lunch was delicious, but now it's time to lift a gigantic mega stone into the corner. Are you guys ready for me?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes. Ready.
That is looking amazing.
Tablecloth.
Nice moves, guys. Oh yeah. Get off.
I've really enjoyed Kerry School today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have.
All right, this is the corner before the Big Daddy Stone, and the Big Daddy Stone is what, this guy here?
Yeah.
So
He
she,
is a no joke stone.
the no joke stone, by sheer brute force and determination, will be up here very soon. All right, do it.
Yep. Okay, the plan is lift it.
Put it there.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, that's the plan.
okay. Shimmy shims.
Oh, do you want a stone underneath it? So we can get off?
Yeah. Let's put this guy under.
Yep.
Whoop. I don't know if he's the best choice.
Might be a bit too big.
Let's just do it anyway. See what happens. Okay.
Fingers this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heavy.
So I'm going for this corner. You're
Okay.
that corner. You're this corner.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to lift on 3. That means when I say 3.
Okay.
What about our fingers once we get it on the wall? Okay, ready? 1, 2. Oh, sorry.
Hang on,
One.
I can't get my hand under it here. Just need to excavate a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, I can try.
Which of these?
Everyone needs.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, we'll take it over in sections. Why did we start so far away? All right, ready?
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Okay. Where's your hand?
Okay.
Where's,
Stop.
where's your hand?
It is under, kind of. Okay. Whew.
She's a fine rock. She's a fine rock.
I'm just assuming you don't still need my help, and I'll just hold the camera at you. Look at that. Look at that.
I mean, it's looking.
Ah, it's perfect.
It's looking good.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like it just that wall.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
When you find the perfect stone, it's one of the most satisfying.
Back a bit. Back a bit. Hang on.
No, on the top. What do you think?
I think
Might it bows out a bit.
that might be the most beautiful corner I've ever seen.
And you've seen a lot of corners.
I've seen a lot of corners. Yeah. I have.
Corner seer Sinead, that's what they call you.
Well, at least they don't call me the girl that stands on the corner.
You don't know what people call you.
It's not my business. It's not my business.
I love it. Well done, guys.
Love it.
Well done, guys.
Like the wall is built.
Yeah, it's practically done.
It's practically done.
All right, I'll leave you here. Goodbye. Well done.
Thanks for your help. Thanks for your help.
See you later.
Appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you.
So Jaggy Jack is standing watch over the house, and it looks amazing after all of my mom's really hard work. Weeding, planting, just so many things. Tracy Trumpet's looking a little droopy, but she's gorgeous with all her flowers. I'll give her a drink in a minute. And then back here, we have my parents in what will be called the Tully Tower. Probably only people from Scotland might get that, but it's a beautiful structure. How's it feeling here? How's it been?
It's great.
Nice and cool in here
It's cool.
compared to outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's wonderful.
So in here, have a Tully and read your book
Exactly, Tully
for
Tower.
hours.
Tully Tower, what more do you need? So we've got there, a lot of space. Everything's working well. We had a few issues with the pump. Some leaks were solved by my dad. And everything's amazing.
Great.
Oh, and the cats now have a new way in, so they're not going to terrorize me anymore. So I think it's been
Success.
a successful trip. Got a whole new building out here. Was expecting just a small little place to shove firewood. And I have an amazing structure, a working shower.
Great.
And yeah, and thanks very much.
I was going to shut the door, but
Thanks very much, and now time to relax. Bye.
See you.
See you next time.
See you.
So it's sad to see my parents go, but they'll be back again, and I'm looking forward to their next visit. And a big thanks to my mom and dad for all your love and support and encouragement for this slightly crazy lifestyle that I've found myself in. I love having you here, and you really do push me to work, motivate me, and get things going. And I think everybody out there can see how hard you work, and how you do it with so much love, and it's just really lovely that I get to share that with people, and amazing to have you here, and I will see you soon. So my parents have left, and I have a couple of new guests. My friend Inga and her daughter Maya are here. Hello guys.
Hello.
And they're staying for a week, and we'll do 3 days here on the land and 3 days in Lisbon. And I'll probably put the camera away for most of it, but maybe I'll film a little bit here and there. But I feel like it's gonna be a nice little vacation, and it's lovely to have them here. I haven't seen Inga for 3 years, and they're visiting from Norway. So I'm excited to spend some time with them and then push on with some projects when I get back. So Maya has something she'd like to say. What's that?
To share and like and subscribe.
Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Nice.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.